Hey everybody, Paul Richards here with PTZOptics. I'm here in downtown Manhattan at Times Square. This is actually where the world's most watched live stream happens every year. That's right, the ball drop. So we thought this would be a great place to do our introduction video to learn how to promote live streams. So we've spent over $1,000 promoting our live streams on Facebook using their boosted posts. We've used YouTube using the Google AdWords campaigns, and we've used Twitter, and Twitter has a new ad-based revenue. So what we're doing is we're actually taking a look at what is most effective for broadcasting and promoting your live streams. So in this video, we're gonna break this down on whether or not to use YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, or all three, and what's been most effective for advertising. What gets you the best return on investment? So let's go ahead and take a look at our presentation. Okay, hey everybody, thank you so much for watching our video on promoting live streams on social media. Before we get started, I just want to mention that this is a 5-part video tutorial series. So we have our overview video, which you're watching now. We're going to have a video specifically on audience segmentation. Then we're going to look at specifically YouTube, specifically Facebook, and specifically Twitter. We're doing this because we definitely don't want to have a super long video that doesn't serve everyone. Some people may just want to look at a specific topic. So that's why we're breaking this down into 5 videos. So about this study, so we've spent over $1,000 specifically in the past month to promote our videos and live streams with social media, and we wanted to record the return on investment results and then report them back to our viewers so that you guys can learn a little bit more about what works and what doesn't. So that's the purpose of this stream. We've live streamed on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, and we've learned a lot of interesting things that we're going to report today. So I just want to introduce you to myself. I've been in the industry for about 8 years, and I work for PTZOptics. We are a pan-tilt zoom camera manufacturer, and I host a live stream every week on YouTube Live and Facebook where we just talk about the industry and we interview industry professionals. So the first thing that we're going to talk a little bit about is why audience segmentation is so important, and I'll briefly touch on the differences of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and then of course we're going to have a complete video on audience segmentation, so I won't go too detailed on that topic. Then we're going to look at our ROI analysis, and we have some really good tests for you to, before you go out and start promoting your live streams, I'd highly suggest taking our $5 test. And what that is basically spending $5 on Facebook, $5 on YouTube, $5 on Twitter, and seeing which one is really effective before you spend any more than $5. We've got some pro tips. We have some sample live stream promotional ideas. Some instructional videos, that's what you're watching now, and then a free white paper that summarizes all of this for you guys. So I already kind of did my introduction here, so I'll skip this slide, but I've been in the industry for about 8 years, and I feel like I can definitely speak upon this topic. Also wanted to mention that we have free video production courses that you can take at any time, and there's a little link below here, ptzoptics.com/landing/coupons to get the coupon codes for our video production courses. There'll be a link below as well. So the most important thing that you can do in social media marketing, in my honest opinion, is audience segmentation. There are too many people in the world using social media to advertise to them all. You know, maybe Procter & Gamble or some of the really big guys don't have to worry about this, but I know that for a company of most sizes, you want to audience segment to the best of your ability so that you're not spending advertising dollars on people that that aren't going to buy your product, right? So each platform has unique tools for finding your audience and marketing to them. So let's drill down a little bit on each topic, and I'm going to briefly, I'm not going to do a deep dive in any of these, but I'm going to briefly tell you what to look for. And this picture here is a boosted post. As you can see, we're targeting men at the ages 35 to 55 who live in a certain location. And that may have been the United States, for example. So this is just one example where we spent $10 and we reached 646 people, but we only got 2 engagements, okay? A like and a click. That's really poor. And I can tell you why and you'll learn why in this video. So we want to be able to save you money. You don't want to make mistakes with your advertising dollars, and we've talked a lot about, we're going to talk how to really avoid that problem. I made a lot of mistakes, but I think I've got at least a pretty good grasp on how this all works. So the demographics, of course, you can target people in different locations. You can set a radius around a location, maybe a 50-mile radius for a local business, age ranges, and then Facebook, in my opinion, allows you to do the most segmenting on keywords and what they like and what their professions are, because Facebook really is a sponge and it has so much information about its users, and it pretty much gives us marketers free reign on using that information to select who we want to market to. So for example, we're using, full disclosure here, this is a self-serving test. We're sending, we're advertising to our audiences here. So we're looking for audiovisual technicians, broadcast engineers, and people who have interest in broadcasting and streaming media and Wowza streaming engine. So Facebook doesn't have everything, but you can most likely, any business can find relevant related topics to what they sell and market to just those people. Twitter is very interesting. Their demographics, I'm going to try to breeze over this because I don't want this video to be too long. You can actually select people who follow a certain company. And that's a really powerful way to select your competition, to select, people in your same industry, and just market to those people. So consider targeting your competition and marketing to their followers. If you're working with a partner, consider targeting their followers, and see or even your partners competition. So, all of these things are available to you. So that's our pro tip. Demographics on YouTube, I actually added them all here so you could see most of them. They're a little bit more vague, okay? So the way YouTube works, and we'll dig deeper into this into our other videos, is that you can select they recommend that you choose everyone. I don't recommend that at all. They let you drill down in location and then interest, and that's like their high-level segmenting. Then you can go into AdWords and do a little bit more based on gender and age, but you can't really drill down on individual likes or followers the way you can on YouTube and Facebook. But keep in mind, here's the part here where you can go into AdWords. Basically, once you promote your video on YouTube, it basically dumps you to AdWords, and that's where it wants you to manage all the payment for your advertising. So we'll dig into that in the next video, but you can drill down pretty well there. So here's some of the important ideas on return on investment to think about. One, it's important to remember that social media marketing is all about how the audience responds to your content. So one of the best tips I can give anyone here is to try different content before you start advertising. You try 10 different pieces of content in different ways of writing it, different audiences, and see what people are responding to, then advertise that. That's the best case scenario. So the other big thing to think about is that every audience or every social media platform will favor organic content. Well, what's organic content? Well, if you have a video on YouTube, you don't want to take that video link and share it on Facebook. That's not going to be effective. What you want to do is upload that same file to Facebook, then it's organic. Upload that file to Twitter, then it's organic to that. It's native to that platform. We've seen 25 times better results when you organically upload. So that's like the biggest takeaway, and that's why this Facebook advertisement that I was looking at here, that's a YouTube video that I shared on Facebook and then just boosted the post because I was like, hey, it's a good video. It was a live stream we were doing, and I wanted to get more people there, and not realizing that you can't actually, it just doesn't work that way. It's really, every single time you get very low clicks and low engagement rates. Each platform has access to unique audiences for promoting live events, and a mixture of each platform is most likely recommended for live events. The biggest thing to know about this is that live events are usually impossible to promote the actual event while it's live. And I believe the reason why Facebook and YouTube are not allowing you to promote live events is because they're worried that like something that's actually live can't really be monitored, and they don't know if you're putting in something that might be inappropriate into that live event. So you have to kind of work around the edges, and that's what we're going to talk about here. Pro tip again, growing your YouTube subscriber base can be hard, but it's a huge payoff. Same thing with Facebook and getting a subscriber base there with likes. Try adding a call to action to ask your viewers to subscribe to your channel at the end of each video. You'll see me do it in this video. Let's talk about this $5 test. So the $5 test is a study that was done where we spent $5 on Facebook, $5 on Twitter, and $5 on YouTube, and we compared the results of organic videos uploaded to each platform. So let's look at the results here. So what we found is that Facebook and YouTube are much less expensive than Twitter. Well, this is actually they're not much less expensive. They're a little bit less expensive, but we got the best results on Facebook and YouTube. Twitter does not seem to have the same power to promote video the way that Facebook and YouTube does. Now, keep in mind, these are videos that have already been posted. We're talking about promoting live events, so the way to work around that, because you can't promote your live event, you create a promotional video about the live event. And we'll talk about kind of creating a plan to get it out there. But we found that Twitter is a little bit more expensive. Now, they do have more of an exclusive, ability to do demographics, so maybe that's why they're charging more. But I'll leave that up to you in the other videos. So they tell you that you don't get as many video views on Twitter as you do on YouTube and Facebook. And on average, with our $1,000 project, we found that Twitter was twice as expensive as YouTube and Facebook. So keep that in mind. This is just a little bit of information. This is the results from our organic video, and I won't dig into all of this, but basically per dollar you get 25 times more views if you organically upload to Facebook than just sharing a YouTube video that you made on Facebook. So Facebook's obviously, this is the pro tip, favoring their videos that uploaded organically. Don't try to promote your YouTube videos on Facebook. Upload the videos to Facebook, then post them for 10 to 25 times the amount of views. So we'll look at some of this later. The thing I want to get to is this. I want to leave you with this. The sample live event promotional schedule. So because you can't promote live video, and I've even got a little blurb from Facebook on why you can't boost certain posts. You cannot boost live streams. And, same with Facebook or same with YouTube. You just can't do it. So what you want to do is a month before, you want to set up a Facebook or a YouTube event. 3 weeks before, you want to create that promotional video and upload it to all the different platforms and start advertising those. 2 weeks before, you want to set up that Facebook and YouTube AdWords with a lower budget. And then you want to ramp that budget up on week 1 and 1 to 2 days before the platform. And we think Twitter is probably your best bet for instant notifications. So if you want to do it just a couple hours before the live stream, Twitter is probably the most instant. After that, Facebook, and then YouTube. And then the day of the event, you want to make sure that most of your promotional videos are being tied up and all being ended. And then finally, once the event is over, once you have that recorded material, then you can use your videos. You can use the normal, why am I losing my train of thought? You can use your normal Facebook and YouTube advertising campaigns. So that has been our overview of promoting live content on social media. So before I left Times Square, I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed our content on promoting your live streams. I also wanted to thank New York City for hosting us this week. This is a beautiful area, the home of the largest live stream viewed every year. Times Square at the end of the year. So please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and learn about some of the free content below in the description. Thanks. And as I said, we would end with this. Here's our little outro with the subscribe. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.